everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is all about art. But before we begin, you may be wondering what kind of video this is. Well, it is considered on my schedule a random, which means that I can pretty much make whatever I want, and I can categorize them any way I wish. So if I want to do a gaming video, I can. If I want to do a challenge video, I can. If I want to do a video like this, I can. So today is all about art, so it's pretty much a going over video. So what we're going to be looking at here is a few items that I've had from high school. Things that I have created, things that people have given me, and so on. But before we do that, there is one more thing we have to do. It is time for us to pop the birthday balloons. This is the final thing we have to do to end my 18th birthday. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! And that is the first one gone. But wait, there is one more left to pop. And that is the gaming one. Let's do this thing. Woo! That was very loud. If Sadie was here, she would be covering her ears. And now it is time to head on to the art. To start us off, we have a couple little items that Sadie and Chase have given me. This one here is made by Chase, and I have to say it looks pretty cute. I don't know what it's for, but it does look nice. And then for our second one, we have this little necklace that Sadie made for me. It's a friend bracelet. So as long as I have this, me and Sadie are going to be friends. She has one exactly like this. That said, if you have any idea on what this is, please let me know down in the comments. We have quite a bit of art to get to today, so that's why I try to get through this as quickly as possible. Now before we get into the actual artwork, I actually have a little rocket here. Now there is going to be a short that I'm going to be posting that's based on this, so stay tuned for that. This is a model rocket that I made in Tech Foundation with a teacher, Mr. Roundtree. The name sounds familiar because I mentioned him in another video. I mentioned him in my graduation video, so if you haven't seen that yet, I would recommend doing so. So this is what I created. It has a cool rocket look to it. Got green sand, a nice cool red band that goes all around it. Obviously it's got my name on it. What we would do is we would put a rocket into the bottom of this, put it on a stand, and it would just rocket up. And inside of this is a little compartment, as you can see, which is pretty much the parachute. When it comes to short time, I'll show you what I mean. Let me tell you, it's going to be pretty cool. It was meant to be for a video, but it was recorded the wrong way. Also, something else to mention, there is a helicopter that we made as well, but that ended up not taking place. I don't have the helicopter, sadly. When it comes to time, I'll mention it. Alright, so that gets those things out of the way. It is time for the masterpieces. So, for our first masterpiece, we have my portfolio, as you can see right here. This pretty much has everything on it. What we had to do is put different types of art forms onto the portfolio. So we got value, emphasis, color, and etc. And with that, I thought of a theme I could go for. As you might have noticed, it goes from a hot to a cold. So on this side you have like the hot desert and the hot volcano. Over here you have the summer, you got the summertime feel, and you got springtime feel. So it's kind of a mix of the two. Kind of like a warm weather type situation. And then over here you got the ice mountain with all the ice glaciers and all that. And here you have a little park with a snowman and snow forts. Overall, this is my portfolio. I hope you like it. It was a lot of work, but I made it worth it. So the rating I would give for my portfolio, I would probably say a 7.8 out of 10. It is pretty good, but there is some minor problems with it. I won't get into more detail. I just know that that's my rating. Now, this was made to put all the other artwork inside of. So we're going to go ahead and get through it. So this one right here is one of my favorites. I went with a color code to go around the whole entire perimeter. And as you can see, it's got cool diamonds in the middle. I even added a little bit of gray just to give it more of a darker meaning. It kind of looks like something you would see on a Memorize or even just a color code in general. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Hope you like it. For this one, I would actually have to give it an 8.7 out of 10. I really like what I did with it. Although there is a few color problems around the whole thing, but overall it is pretty good. Alright, it is time for the next one. This one is a 3-point view. So you have dots here, here, and here. And you see like the picture just goes like in those directions. It's pretty cool. It doesn't have any like final color on it. It's just made with colored pencil and pencil. But it does look pretty cool if you ask me. That's pretty good for a 3-point view drawing. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I've also had problems with this one too. And it's not one of my favorites. If anything, I would give it a 6 out of 10 at best. Alright, it's time for the next one. Oh god. So some of these are pencil drawn, and you see this is one of them. This one's actually pretty big. I don't know if I'll be able to show the whole thing. But it's pretty much a rough draft of a bottle that we have to make. It's got like chains on it. It's got the whole clear bottle form. And you can like see the 3D outline of what it would look like. There's nothing much to it. It's just a 3D model. Although I do like this little lock over here. I think it looks pretty cool. So this drawing alone, I would have to give it a 3 out of 10. As said, it's kind of a rough sketch of what I had to make. It is probably my worst drawing yet. It doesn't seem like we're going uphill. It seems like we're going downhill. It's not where we want to go. But this next one will definitely bump up our score a little bit. This one is one of my favorites. It doesn't have color, but not all drawings need color. Like, look at how beautiful that is. That is amazing. I did a very good job with this one. It was said I had to make 3 bottles on a countertop, but I went a step further and added a camera, a sink, a window, some cabinets, even a calendar. I even shown the outside world. This is one of my favorites, and you can probably see why. I did a good job with this. It does have some problems with it, which is to be expected in a high school drawing. Overall, I give it an 8.3 out of 10. I did a very good job on it. And it's crazy how good I did the curves, too. That was pretty insane. I don't know what kind of camera this would be, but if y'all have any idea, please let me know. I think it's just a little simple countertop camera. Alright, moving on. Our next one is one of my favorites. I know I've been saying about a lot of these drawings, but let me tell you, they are worth it. But this one might be the best one yet. Look at that. You can tell I love drawing with all the colors. It just looks pretty cool. So for this one, we had to draw a letter of our choosing, and we had to design it in a way to make it look epic. And put random shapes in there, random color, you know, anything to make it stand out. Now, I didn't really go outside the lines because it would just been too weird, in my opinion. But overall, it looks pretty good. You have the red, the yellow, green, and the blue. It looks pretty good. I did a very good job on it, as you can see. There's a whole bunch of designs that I incorporated into it. And overall, I would have to give this one a 9 out of 10. I even went the extra mile to put an outline on it. Like, that is insane. It was originally going to be a blue outline for the eye, but I changed it to black since it would look modern and it would look cool. As said, let me know what you think about my drawings. Alright, we're going to stop for a little bit and talk about a few more things that I like to show. This is from Chase. It is a mold that my friend Chase made in high school. He seemed to make this zombie with like eyes and something coming out of its nose. He did a good job on it, I have to say, and that is pretty cool. He even got the little patch up here. And as you see, this is the back side, just a basic back. I guess you could have it on your hand or something. I don't know what you would put it on or have a use for. Probably just to keep as a collection type. Like if you're a collector, like collecting random people's artwork, you could do that. This was actually a present to me. I don't know if it was a Christmas or birthday, but it was one of the two. He did a good job on it, and knowing him, I would not be able to do something like this. I have never worked with clay and mold. Clay wasn't something I was mainly interested in. But he did do a good job. And even though he is lazy at sometimes, he does try his best. I have one more clay model from him that I like to show. This one was also included. I don't know what this would be, but you know, it kind of looks like an Among Us type. You got the bone here. You got the little red, kind of like an Among Us. Then you got this random dude in the middle of like a cement, it seems like. It kind of looks like a pool table, but it's got cement in it. I'm also thinking it might be a grave because, oh yeah, it is a grave. because you see the RIP right there. It's got a little face on it too. So it seems like this is a memorial of some random guy in a grave hole. Overall, it does look pretty good. I still don't understand why there's bone here. If the guy is there, why do you need a bone? You did a good job on this one too. But from these two alone, I'll give this an 8.4 and I'll give this an 8.1. Because this one does have a kind of a bad paint job. This one has kind of a smooth paint job, as you can see. It's not as good as this one. Even though you could use this for more like a mask type style. But anyways, let's get back to the drawings. So for our next drawing, it's another color pencil type drawing. So this is what I made. It's a 1-point view. So remember in the other one we had a 3-point view? Well, this is kind of like a 1-point view. This is meant to be something you would see like in the bay or in a area where there's like water and stuff. You got the pier, you got a boat, you got a sign, you got another sign way back there. You got the sun, you got the clouds. You pretty much got everything in this drawing. And I have to say it looks pretty nice. Now, if I would have to rate this out of 10, I would give it 7.6. It is pretty good, in my opinion. And I do love the fact that I draw this little bobber here. It looks very cute. Alright, time for the next one. Ooh, y'all are gonna like this one. So everyone knows about all the different colors. Well, I have made a color wheel. Look at that! You got all the different colors on this wheel. You got different shades. You got the light and you got the dark. You got all the normal ones on this outer one. You got the lighter colors in this inner one. And then you have the darker ones in this center one. I did a good job on it. It took me a lot of time to do it though, because I wanted to make it perfection. And I did make a few mistakes here and there, but overall, it looks pretty good. It got all the colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and everything in between. So out of 10, I would actually have to give this an 8.5. I do like what I did. It looks pretty cool. And obviously with the mistakes, I can't really go any higher. But overall, it looks pretty good. Let me know what you think. Alright, we got a couple more to show. Next one's not that good in my opinion. It's more just of lines and colors. Something you would see from a kindergartner. It's just a coloring, but there's no color codes or anything. Yeah, it's kind of like a little star that's in the middle, and I just did it with like cool colors mainly, but there's a little bit of orange to give it a little bit of warmth. And overall, it looks pretty good. Now, if I were to rate this out of 10, I would give it a 6.7. It's decent. There's no mistakes in my opinion. There's not really anything special with it. But if y'all have a different opinion, y'all can let me know down in the comments. I know this is kind of a longer video than usual, but you know, sometimes you have to make what you gotta make. Alright, this one I don't even want to really show, but I'll show it anyhow because it is art related. This is just something you just follow a step-by-step procedure. Like, oh, draw a line through the middle, draw a circle in the rectangle that you made. You know, that's how this drawing came together. There's not really much other than that. Something that my art teacher, Miss Small, had us do when the snow came around. When the snow came around, like, we weren't going to school, we were doing it at home, and this is what we had to do. So yeah, overall, I would probably have to give it a 2 out of 10. It's our lowest rating yet, because it's not really that special. There's not much creativity going into this. If you ask 100 kids to go to step-by-step procedure, you're going to get the same result. Or that, or you're going to get a similar result. And that's why it's not good. I got one more drawing to show today. Here it is. This one's another, like, shape type one, but it looks pretty cool. I didn't just draw these shapes. I went with a ruler to go and fill out the lines. Then afterwards, I just filled in with color. And I made this little gem in the middle to make it look extra cool. Yeah, let me know what you think. And I even put a border on this one too. Some of them I gave a border, some of them I didn't. Depending on how special it felt, I would do it. If it was too special to me, I would do it to frame it as a special drawing that I've made. So overall, I would give this a 6.3 out of 10. There's nothing much else to it except the cool color. Strong with cool colors. You got the purple, green, and blue. Those are the cool colors. And it's crazy how I said that in a way that I forgot about it. So let me know what you think about all my drawings. But it's not over yet. I still have a few more things to show. This one I have been given by a former teacher at my high school. This was back in 9th grade or 10th grade. I don't know which one it was. She doesn't work there anymore. Her name was Miss Joyner. She drew this Christmas tree. I hope you like it. I am so glad that I got this from her. She did a good job on this drawing. Miss Joyner, if you're out there, please reach out. I would love to see you again. You were a great agriculture teacher. And if y'all are not aware, she was the agriculture teacher before Mr. Miller went in charge. And I'm glad I had the time that I did because we had a blast together. The work was super easy and sometimes we had fun. Sometimes we would draw on the board, do crazy stuff. You know, just things to pass time by and have fun. Now, I have one more drawing that I like to show, but this one is 3D. You might have seen it in one of my videos when I did the outro. This is the cube. This one has been one of my favorites. And before I even talk about this, I'm already going to say this is a 10 out of 10. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. Out of everything that I created, this is the best one yet. It's got the red side. It's got the orange side. It's got the yellow side. It's got the green side. It's got the blue side. And a purple side. It's got all the colors on each side. You can roll it like a dice. This is literally a dice. This thing is pretty cool. My art teacher actually put it together. We just had to draw the design on all sides. Now, it wasn't a grade for me because it was like the last thing we were doing in high school. And it looked interesting, so I decided to make one myself. Now, obviously, I had to make a rough draft of it first. But overall, I love it. And I will cherish this for the rest of my life. And if anyone wants it, I'm going to sell it for high money. Probably some of my pictures will sell for high money if it comes to case. Either that or I'll just keep it for myself as a reminder of what it was like in high school. Alright, so with all the work in mind, I want y'all to give me a rating of all the art pieces down in the comments. Except for these, or even the rocket. You could if you want to, but it's not recommended. If you haven't seen a promotion short, I would recommend doing so. As I mention everything about my channel, the reasons why you should subscribe, the reasons why you should like the videos, the reasons why you should share the videos, and the reasons why you should comment on the videos. Mainly talking about subscribing and sharing. The other two are kind of not relevant. I took this picture and I had it printed onto it. I made this poster myself. I hope you like it. I'll be showing this around in public to hopefully gain subscribers when I do the selling in the neighborhood. Yes, I still sell in the neighborhood. That's been something I've been doing. I haven't gotten time to get around to it though. I have items in my place right now that I can sell in the neighborhood. They're working on the road right now, so it's not a good time to do it. I even made the 1,000 subscriber plaque that I got back in April. I know in the short I said May, but that was an accident. It's actually April 25th, 2025 that I actually reached 1,000 subscribers, which is a crazy milestone. I even made a YouTube button. I don't have it with me right now, but you've seen it in the short. I also have another one somewhere, which I don't know where it is, and I have a big one. You probably saw that too in an earlier video, and that was probably a while back, so you might have a hard time finding it. I know it's going to either be in the going over videos or the real life videos. It's going to be on either one of those. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Because at 2,000 subscribers, I will reattempt the Death Nut Challenge. I hope y'all have an amazing day and night, and I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Peace out.